Hey, yo, married to greatness. It's been a little bit of a minute. I can't lie to you, it's been a bit of a minute. A lot's been going on. Even I had to take some time out, make sure I even get back to my optimal creative energy. But we're back now, we're feeling good. Hopefully you have an amazing day. In this video, I'll be speaking about why your genius is being dampened. As always, it'll be good to know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you like this message, hit a thumbs up and subscribe. There'll be a lot more content coming your way, I promise. Over the past month or so, it's been a bit of a weird one. On one hand, people have reached out. I've had sessions with people across the world, helping them along their journey, and it's been very fulfilling. And then on the other hand, like my day-to-day life, I'm surrounded by people that are predominantly quite negative and are on a lower vibration. And recently, I can't lie, it has kind of infected me a little bit. It's kind of dampened my genius. So I know that each and every single one of us are meant to create. We have that ability inside of us to have a mental image of the world that we want to live in, and then we can positively benefit society through that. So obviously we can think about who we want to be and then action that accordingly. And I took a little pause because I wanted to make sure that when I am delivering these videos, it's coming from a real place. When I am delivering these videos, it's authentic and I'm in that right flow. And that's when I'm reconnecting with that genius. And one thing I would say that caused this is I was too much in the physical. So when I was around like energies that weren't really vibrating highly, I was starting to actually become consumed in like the physical world. So like procrastinating on Instagram. Yeah, I was like starting to procrastinate. It was crazy. So I wasn't doing the things I would usually do, make sure you're eating healthily, make sure you're really paying attention to your health and really loving yourself. I was kind of just neglecting that. So I was allowing essentially that negative vibration to impact me adversely and really dampen my genius. I wasn't really paying attention to, the things that I'm meant to be doing. And it's kind of scary the way that force is so strong and you need to really show discipline to overcome it. But I would say what I was able to do was, first and foremost, remember what I've done. Gratitude is so key. So a lot of people say, gratitude, have gratitude, but when you really start focusing on what you do have and being thankful for that, as opposed to what you don't have, your whole type of mindset does change. It does start to shift. And it's a beautiful thing when you're able to really accept what you are. You're really able to accept what you do have and build upon that, as opposed to looking at the things that aren't necessarily going right. For example, being around negative people, as an example. And when you really do that, when you really focus on what you do have and really show genuine gratitude, your genius can start to unravel. You start to reconnect with that true source, and you can take yourself out of that type of environment. Because remember, the universe is mental. If you're able to imagine what your world can be like, you can create your own reality. And you really need your genius to enable that. You can't really, it needs to come from within ultimately. And it's a thing where when you are so fixated on the physical world, you really stray away from your true self. Because I made a video about it, that the Ancient Kemets believe that there's two parts of us really. You have the true self, that's that infinite intelligence from the divine. And then you have the human physical form, the person element. So when, you're thinking about what you don't have, in a mindset of lack, you do start to trend towards the person element, as opposed to that true genius that can impact society, that can help people, and that could be a real asset, to society. It's crazy. And to be able to outlive that and to be able to live that in real time has been, I would say, amazing for me. It's really allowed me to learn who I am more and really go harder and really be able to empathize. yeah. So ultimately, your genius is dampened when you do allow yourself to get too sucked into the physical world. You allow yourself to get sucked into the negativity that people have, or the pessimism that people have. Your genius is dampened. So to overcome that, I would say definitely be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for what you have, and ultimately reconnect with that true source. Reconnect with that abundance mindset, as opposed to looking outside of that and looking at the lack. So yes, it's been a really, I would say, really interesting, little chapter over the last month or so. Of course, it'll be good to know your thoughts. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you like this message, hit a thumbs up. Subscribe. There'll be a lot more content coming your way. Blessings. Have an amazing day.